Hey guys, I just want to do a quick update of the Mid-America Prep everyday carry setup here. Yeah. Just a quick overview here. As you see there's quite a bit of stuff just right in that little area right here. Not everything here is carried exactly every day, but for the most part, it's every day, literally. Let's start off with what I carry, what holds everything up. And it's one of two different belts. This one is a buckleless, I guess you could say. It's a Velcro belt. It has hook and loop closures on it. The inside is the hook, and the outside about 7 inches is the loop fastener. Very adjustable. For the most part, it's a pretty sturdy belt, especially when you get it through the loops and everything. But I mean, it does its job. It is an 1.5 inch belt. This one is Hero's Pride duty gear. Actually, I don't remember where I picked this up. I think my father-in-law gave it to me or something. But I've had it for about 1.5 years now, 2 years. I wore it every day up until the end of June, and literally every shorts with jeans, tack pants, anything I was wearing pants. I even wore it with my dress pants because I wear, if you wear the right color shoes and everything, nobody's gonna know. But this is a quality belt. I suggest you pick up one of these belts if you can find one. Going on, the next belt I carry with now. This is just a cheap. This is a 511. Duty belt it's an 1.5 inch belt. All my belts are 1.5 inch because all my setups, my holsters and whatnot, are 1.5 inch. I have everything set up for 1.5 inch. So this is an 1.5 inch duty belt from 511. It's not the highest quality, but it cost me, I think it was $50 or something like that at I can't remember where I got it now, Cabela's or Bass Pro or online. But I've had this for about 3 months now, 2 months. Yeah, well, it is going on 3 months now. But there's the number, the style number, 59409. But unfortunately, this one is made in China. While let's see if there's Hero's Pride. I can't remember if it's made in America or not. Nope. Both my belts here are made in China. Not a big deal. It is a sturdy belt. It's double. The sides are double. I guess you can say the sides. The webbing has double sewn webbing, I guess you'd call it, inside and outside. Where the buckle is, they say it holds up to 500 pounds. I'm not really gonna. It's kind of like a rigger's belt type thing, but I'm not gonna really test it out because I'm not a climber. So it's a pretty heavy duty belt. I'm pretty sure you can pick these up at Gainer Mountain and Cabela's both. They also make this belt with a plastic buckle, but obviously the plastic buckle's not going to do very good for what you need to do. But yeah, it says right there on it, 511tactical.com. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, it isn't made in China belt, but it does the job for what I need now. I am saving a little bit of money up to buy 2 or 3 special operations equipment belts with their Cobra buckles. I've seen one. I've watched John Willis's and James Jagger's reviews over the belts and their equipment for lots of years, for a really long time, and I've just really wanted to get one. So my next big purchase will probably be an SOE belt, probably the Rigger's belt with the Cobra buckle. I don't know if I'm going to do with the Velcro liner or not. The Velcro is good for keeping equipment that has Velcro sides up. It's great for that, but I really don't like it. It sticks to everything, it seems like. So if I'm not going to be using it for anything other than a belt, there's no reason to get the Velcro on the inside. Okay, next are my keys with my it's my standard keychain right here. All my keychains have a bullet on them. I made these back in high school, and I actually made a bunch of them. I handed them out to my friends, my graduate friends, back when we graduated, and I engraved their names on them. But I have these on every keychain I have. I used to sell them. I used to have a small paracord business here on Facebook. Or not here on Facebook, but on Facebook. And I sold the crap out of these. I used to make them all the time and sell them. I can still do that if you want to buy one. I mean, I sell them for like $5 because it does take a little bit of time. That's shipping included. But anyways, that's just my keys. Has my cards for my local shopping market and my Y membership card. Also on my keys, I do have a handcuff key. I carry a handcuff key on my vehicle key. These are my vehicle setup keys. And this is an old Ruger key here that I put on there a long time ago, so I'm taking it off. But anyways, house keys and everything. But I do carry handcuff keys on my personal set. I have a Peerless, I think it is, maybe. Is it Peerless? I don't know, the handcuff brand. But anyways, I have one of the long keys with the, so you can get more leverage on it, with the double locking feature on it. And I carry one on each of my bug out bags and many places, because you never know if you're going to be wrongfully detained. I mean, what are the chances of, oh, I feel keys, you know, if somebody puts, handcuffs on you, and you don't want to be handcuffed. You're being wrongfully arrested. Being whether it's law enforcement or somebody else, because I carry handcuffs in my bags. But they're going to feel keys, and that's what they're going to feel. And that, I mean, ultimately, they're not going to see right off the bat handcuff keys. So, anyways, you can pull these out and hopefully get yourself undone. My next is my paracord bracelet. I've had this bracelet for back when I started my little paracord bracelet business. Yeah, this is like 8 foot of cordage, and it's there. It doesn't have the buckle because it's going to be a lot easier to take off this way. I've gone through several of these beads here, but it's not a big deal with the beads. I can always replace them because I got a bucket full of them. But I've had it for that long. You can tell by excuse me. Sorry about that. You can tell by how dirty it is, how long I've had it. But if you can tell there, I've had it for quite a while. I put it through a lot of stuff. Next, that was my stuff that I have, mainstays in my pocket. Going next, I have 1/4 ounce and a 1 ounce copper coin. Now you may be wondering why I carry these. I did a video probably a year and a half, 2 years ago now about the usage of copper, and this is a 2012 Panda, I think. Make sure. Yeah, 2012. This is the Panda. You can see that right there. If somebody's doing work for you, say if somebody you have a flat tire and you don't have a jack in your vehicle, because 99% of the time my vehicle, the jack I carry is in the other vehicle. I need to get another one. But say if somebody pulls over and helps you out, and you need to thank them, just not by saying thank you. Take this, have them hold their hand out, and just throw that in their hand, and it'll be like, whoa, and that's kind of a thing. They'll remember you, you'll remember them. They'll have a story telling later on in life. I helped somebody out. I got a copper coin from them. It even says 0.999 fine copper on it. So that's great for bribing and gifting and stuff. Now the 1/4 ounces, I use these often for tips. I'll give a couple dollars in cash. A couple dollar, couple dollar bills or a $5 bill in cash. And if the waiter or waitress is really good, I'll throw a couple of these in there. And being that they have no monetary value, per se, they do have value. They're about 75 cents to $1 a piece. But really for me, they have no monetary value out of my pocket because I've already paid for these a long time ago. And if you use these as a tip, they'll be like, whoa, that's pretty cool, and they'll pocket it, and they'll have a story about it, later on. But anyways, so that's why I carry copper, for bribing and gifting, and once again, gifting, but more like a tip. Next is my wallet. This is just an old Fox racing leather wallet. It is a real leather wallet. I've had it for about let's see here, 1, 2, 3 years now. It's held up very well. It is very thick. I always take it in my pocket when I'm sitting down because it hurts my butt so much. But I've got everything from no cash in there to all my cards. Let's see here, to my driver's license and insurance and all that good stuff. You know, your everyday wallet stuff. It's not very thin at all. It's about an inch thick. But I have everything I need right there. All my identifications. And so next, we'll go to the less important stuff. My hat. I either wear this or my favorite sports teams hats. Obviously, if you've watched my channel, you probably don't know, or you do know, whatever. I do believe that I am a 3%er. I get crap a lot about it, but if you're not going to stand up, I will. So I like to advertise that. I do miss our country. I do miss America, the country where we were, brought up on and everything. And this is how I like to spread it. And obviously on the back, come and take it. This is a mil-spec monkey hat. It's a flex fit, so that's a nice thing. I just washed it because I have this nasty sweat stain on it, but that's because I've worn it a lot. But anyways, there's that. And then obviously my Oakley half jackets with the smoked front so you can't see through them when I'm looking at you. I do feel that having sunglasses where you can't see in, for sure, having sunglasses is all, but having sunglasses where you can't see in the lenses is key to your survival when you're carrying a firearm and you're in a place that's unknown or just like a sketchy place, because if they can't see your eye movements, they won't anticipate your actions. If somebody can see your eyes and what if they can tell you're scared, they know they've got you pinned down. But if they can't see your eyes, can't tell you're scared, or they can't determine what your next action is going to be. Okay, so that's why I wear sunglasses at all times, not all times, but outside for sure. If it's bright inside at first, I'll wear them. If transitioning from outside to inside, I'll wear them in there to let my eyes adjust, and I'll be able to see a little bit faster than taking them right off from entering into a dark building or a home of some sort or whatever it is. Okay, my next lineup here are my knives. Now, not all of these are worn at the same time, but most of the time they all are in together. 99.9% of the time I am carrying a Streamlight Stylus Pro. It's a pen light, very reasonably sized. Let's see here if I got something to compare it to. Let's say here. Let's go with your standard. Here's your standard Expo marker, like your small fine points. That's the same. It's about the same length, about the same size, and your standard fine point Sharpie. So it's about the same size as that, maybe a little bit fatter, but it doesn't take up a lot of space in your pockets. So you don't have a lot to worry about taking up space. And I always have light with me. Always have light. Once I see the light going dim, I always change the batteries because I hate being somewhere and having my flashlight die. It happens quite often because I use it a lot at work. So there's my flashlight. Next is my Spyderco Delica 4 with the sorry, I'm getting a lot of stuff in my throat here. With the hook for my jeans. This is always on my right side. It's quick to deploy. I've talked about this once before, I think, or a couple times before anyways, but I have this paracord end on it. Basically so I can get some more leverage when I'm pulling it out of my pocket, because I only get so much in my hand before I need to deploy it. And so, if you just see this hanging out of my pocket, if the knife itself is in my pocket and this is hanging out, you better be ready for me to deploy it, because this way I can grab it, it comes up out of my pocket, and I can grab it much quicker than having to go in the pocket and pull it out. Next is the Spyderco. This was the Martin, RJ Martin. This knife here lays on my left side. This is my self-defense knife. And this is obviously my secondary self-defense knife. It has a very quick draw, but it's more my box opening knife because I like this knife is much easier to sharpen compared to the Spyderco. So that's my left-sided. Recently I've started carrying the Leatherman, or a Leatherman. This is the Wingman. It's one of their cheaper multi-tools. It has the pliers, and what else does it have in here? It has multiple options. It has a bottle opener, has a file with a like a screwdriver on it right there, and if I get the other thing there open, has a box opener. That box opener right there is extremely sharp, so you can kind of hook something if you had to with it. And then next over here, I have another screwdriver. It's a flathead supposedly. It's kind of a bolder flathead, and then the Phillips head. I've used the Phillips head quite a bit now. And then you close it up, and I've got a pair of scissors, always on the go, good to go here. And then the last resort pocket knife. I don't like to use my Leatherman knife if I have, unless I have to. But that's why I carry my other knives with me. The only bad thing I hate about this knife is that it's got a little bit of play in it. I'm sure many of the Leathermans will like that, but this one has more play than I like into it. So sideways play. It's probably not a big deal at all, but it is what it is. Last but not least on my knife carry is my around the neck, my neck carry knife, and this is the CRKT Minimalist with the, I think it's not is it the drop point or whatever? It's the Fultz Minimalist. I can't remember what the name of this point is, but it's got a straight blade. I use this to, often to cut boxes or packages, and obviously fast deployment for self-defense. You carry it around my neck, and I often carry a necklace with a bullet on the end of it that looks just like this. And so anybody who knows me sees this and like, oh, it's just his bullet necklace, because everybody who knows me knows I carry that necklace, And so this is just a little change up. I carry this instead now. So it's very, very small, easy to deploy. This comes with this little I can't remember the name of this weave here. The same weave I got on mine. It comes with the Minimalist from factory. So that's that. So I carry a minimal of 2 knives with me. Or actually 3 knives. I mean, I usually carry 3 knives at least. This is always around my neck. This is always on my right side, and I'm switching between the RJ Martin and the Leatherman for the last about 2 months. So back and forth between those. Okay. So last but not least, on the firearm spectrum, I either carry the Glock 19. This is just my paddle holster, or yes, I'll probably get crap for it, the Kel-Tec PF9. It is hot. All my firearms are always hot because there's no reason not to have a gun that's going to be, hot if you're going to have it in the house. I don't have kids, so that's why it's hot. But anyways, it just depends on where I'm going to be carrying and what I feel comfortable carrying at the time. If I'm going to Walmart, I'll probably, more than likely carry either the Kel-Tec PF9 or the Glock in my helmet, in my Kydex holsters I've made, or I'll carry the 19 in this. Like I said, once again, all my guns are hot, and so there's my 2 carry guns right there. Obviously 8 rounds here and 16 rounds here. There's going to be a big difference. Just depends where I plan on going. I think I might need some self-defense if I need it. Obviously, Walmart's not going to be a big thing, but if I'm going to be out in the sketchy part of town, I'm going to be taking the Glock 19. We do have the 642, the 38 Special, the hammerless airweight 642 by Smith & Wesson. My wife's carry gun. I do have a leather holster I carry with, outside the waistband with that all the time, or not all the time, but often. So that's that right there. But anyways, just a quick update on what my my EDC has been for the past, well, I started doing Kydex stuff, so this really just, when I started doing that, it's probably April-ish, so, you know, since really the last year, everything has been the same. I carried the Kel-Tec in a different holster for the longest time. But anyways, everything I just showed you is my EDC. So, thanks for watching. You guys, be safe out there.